Hello, friends. Today we'll discuss a very important and one might even say fateful topic for many: how to choose a broker who will become your reliable partner in the financial markets. When you're just starting out, you're faced with a vast array of opportunities and dozens of companies, each promising you mountains of gold and instant success. But how do you avoid getting lost in this sea of options? How do you find the broker that suits your style, your goals, and crucially, your personality type? Today, we'll conduct an honest and detailed comparative analysis of the Olymptrade platform and other popular brokers. The key theme running through our entire conversation will be not just the dry numbers and conditions, but also how each broker helps you control your most important assets. And that's not money. Your most important asset is your psychology, your discipline, and your emotions. And my main thesis, which I will prove throughout this conversation, is this: Olymptrade outperforms many of its competitors, not so much in specific figures, but in creating a holistic, well designed, and secure ecosystem for traders, especially beginners. An ecosystem designed from the ground up to protect your nerves and your funds, laying the foundation for long term growth. Let's start with the very first thing every trader encounters: the trading platform. This is your dashboard, your main tool. And here, the difference is obvious. Imagine logging into the terminal of another conventional brokerage focused on the stock market or Forex. What do you see? Dozens of tabs, hundreds of complex indicators, endless tables with quotes for thousands of stocks, derivatives, currency pairs, and cryptocurrencies. Your eyes are dazzled, and your brain struggles to process the avalanche of information. It's like walking into a huge supermarket without a shopping list. There's a high risk of buying unnecessary items, forgetting the essentials, and spending much more than you planned. Now let's imagine Olymptrade. The interface is clean, minimalist, and intuitive. Everything is clear at a glance. The focus is on two key elements: the chart of the selected asset and the trading panel. This doesn't mean there aren't enough opportunities or tools for analysis. Far from it. This means we've thought through your psychological comfort and efficiency. You don't need to delve into a tangled web of settings or search for the right button. You see the most important information right away and can get to work. Now let's dive deeper into how this relates to emotional control. The connection is direct. Complexity and information overload breed uncertainty. A new trader gets lost, unsure where to start. This uncertainty in turn gives rise to two of the most dangerous emotions in the market: fear and greed. You are either afraid to make a trade, paralyzing analysis, or conversely, succumbing to excitement. You start trading everything, losing focus and strategy. The simplicity and clarity of the Olymptrade platform act as a disciplining factor. It helps traders, especially beginners, focus on quality analysis of a specific asset rather than struggling with the platform's endless possibilities. You focus on the essence, not the interface. The second thing that fundamentally distinguishes Olymptrade, and in my opinion, is its strategic advantage, is its approach to training traders. What do most brokers offer? They give you access to the platform, open a trading account, and essentially say, here's your instrument, here's the market. Good luck. All training is your own responsibility. You are forced to scour the internet, gleaning information bit by bit from various, often contradictory, websites, forums, and pseudogurus. This information overload leads to stress, mental chaos, and, as a result, mistakes. Olymptrade, however, has built continuous learning into its DNA, into its very business model. And the central element of this system isn't just platform access, but a free, fully functional demo account with virtual money. It's more than just a checkbox on a list of services. This is your personal, secure training ground where you can spend hours, days, and weeks practicing any strategy, testing indicators, and studying market behavior without the slightest risk of losing real money. Plus, structured webinars from professional analysts, articles, video tutorials, and courses all in one place in a unified, logically structured system. What does this do for our emotions? It fundamentally changes your state. It gives you confidence. When you consistently study and practice extensively on a demo account, you come to real trading mentally and technically prepared. You've already experienced difficult situations, you've made mistakes, you've seen how certain patterns work. You're less likely to panic when the market goes against you because you understand that it's part of the game. A demo account is the world's best training tool for controlling greed and fear. You can make all sorts of mistakes here, live through them emotionally but without financial losses, and thus develop your own ironclad trading discipline. The third fundamental difference is the social and supportive aspect. Trading is often a very solitary activity. You're left alone with your monitor, charts, and your own thoughts. With many traditional brokers, you're essentially left to your own devices. Got a complex technical question? Waiting for a long, often formulaic answer from customer support, which isn't always satisfactory. You feel like a cog in a big machine. Olymptrade has a strong, vibrant, and active community. There are forums where traders share experiences, chats where real time discussions take place, and direct communication with analysts in daily webinars where you can ask your question and immediately receive a qualified answer. You're not alone. You see that hundreds of other people are facing the same problems, the same questions, and the same doubts. You learn from others' stories, and the customer support is renowned for its responsiveness and human approach. The psychological aspect here is simply colossal. A sense of community, a sense of belonging, is a powerful stress reducing tool. The ability to get a quick human response or simply talk things out and share your worries with like minded people. All this helps cope with the enormous emotional pressure that inevitably arises after a series of unsuccessful deals. You're not left alone with your problem. You're supported by an entire ecosystem. You're not a cog in the machine, you're part of it. So, let's summarize our comparative analysis. Of course, I can't say that Olymptrade is the only right choice for everyone, always. Other, more specialized or traditional brokers certainly have their advantages. Perhaps a wider selection of exotic assets, more advanced algorithmic trading tools that may be of interest to professionals. But if we're talking about getting started, a smooth and stable entry into the trading profession, systematic growth, and most importantly, preserving your mental health and capital, then Olymptrade wins on all fronts by creating a holistic environment, simplicity and focus that combat internal chaos and uncertainty. A deep and accessible educational system that fosters discipline and builds self confidence. A supportive community and strong support that prevent you from being left alone with stress and transforms a solitary journey into teamwork. Ultimately, the long established formula for trading success is it's 20% your strategy and 80% your psychology. And Olymptrade, unlike many of its competitors, understands this deeply. It creates an environment where it's objectively easier for you to control your emotions, which means you can make balanced, thoughtful, and profitable decisions. Now it's time to move from theory to practice. All the benefits we discussed today, the demo account, educational materials, and community become available to you immediately after registration. Don't put off the opportunity to test it all out for yourself risk free. Register using the special link in the description below this video. Start with a demo account, get a feel for the platform, and make your own informed choice. Thank you for being with me this time. I wish you not only financial success, but also, most importantly, a clear head and iron discipline in trading. Register and see you again on the platform.